Welcome back. We have returned to Delta Burxlon 5 and are in Lab A, but we're having too much fun looking and interacting with all the stuff here to actually do anything useful.
The sound of your voice irritates the caged creatures and makes them jump up and down excitedly and hoot and holler. That's odd. You had the same effect on the inmates when you toured the Starcon penal colony. And stop giggling at the word penal.
Hey, I wasn't giggling.
Just what this room needs, a wall light that gives off a pleasant red glow. It's not your job to change the light bulbs here, but someone seriously needs to.
Can talk to it?
Can you change color, or are you just going to ignore me?
It's going to ignore me.
In this cage, you can just make out the familiar form of an Orion vivisectional mud puppy, the only creature in the universe that sedates itself, pins itself down, dissects itself, and lets you copy its lab notes.
Wow, that saves a lot of time in school, I guess.
This cage appears to be full of endearing little furry purring creatures. You vaguely remember seeing similar creatures on someone's screensaver.
What are they? Tribbles or, I don't know, gremlins?
Careful, the Orion vivisectional mud puppy also enjoys vivisecting the occasional humanoid finger. Hey, careful. These endearing little furry purring creatures have only 3 rules. Don't get them wet, don't feed them after midnight, and, oops, wrong endearing little furry purring creatures.
Oh, not gremlins. Whatever. Books.
There's a nice variety of books on the doctor's shelf. The Hidden Life of Orats. What they don't teach you at Starcon Academy. All I need to know I learned from the Q Continuum. And the Hunt for Red Corpuscle.
Nice.
You've got far more important things to do than read books right now. Like play computer games.
Definitely.
These are old-fashioned books. You can't talk to them, print them out, edit them, transmit them, or upload them. I think it's a damn box.
Anything in the
It
box?
wouldn't be prudent to do that at this juncture.
I guess not.
Your words cause everything.
No, I think we run out of custom messages there.
It's just techie stuff. There is a Callahan Mahdi here. Seems you remember talking about those things to someone recently.
Indeed. Fester Blatz. We also used them to get rid of a certain Nigel Rancid.
Mr. Wilco, I would advise you to stay out of my personal belongings. I do not want to have to get physical with you. Mind you, I will if I have to, and don't think I can't take you.
Oh. He doesn't want me to take his stuff. Surprisingly. Actually, it's more surprising that he doesn't just turn us in.
Say, they've got all 4 volumes of Asik Iazomov's Foundation Trilogy.
There's something wrong with that sentence.
You've got far more important things.
Oh.
It looks like maybe it holds a set of books or something. This would be something foreign to you.
Indeed.
Halogen. And it's from the Schlepper image catalog. Wank.
It's also the only non-red light here, I think.
You see no on-off switch. That's because this lamp has a motion detection rheostat that turns it on whenever anyone enters the room.
Cool.
It's also cheaper to animate that way.
Well, at least they're honest.
You start to say something and then you
Okay.
don't pick at it.
What are all these papers?
This lab report charts the progress of the Golden Light Years Orbital Retirement Village.
By Arnold's accent, what precisely do you think you're doing?
I was just,
No, I don't have time for your gibbering. Just leave that alone and don't slam the door behind you.
If it's an automatic door, how can we slam it?
The subject of this memo reads, Submicroscopic Neural Linkages. This page appears to be a memo from Sharpay to Dr. Bellows.
I'd be interested in that.
By Locyrus chromosomes, what are you doing?
I thought I
don't care what you thought. Take your hands off my private papers and get out of here.
Dr. Bellows does not appreciate our meddling.
It's a monitor. You've seen one before. In fact, you're seeing two right now.
3, actually. 4, if you count my laptop.
GDAD, it's a North Gateway with 5 gigabytes of RAM, a molecular memory hard disk with infinite capacity, a dodecaspeed CD-ROM drive, microsloth compatible mouse, and a built-in 10K pin laser printer. Just 3 more gigabytes and you can install OS 2 on it. You can't talk to a computer. What do you think this is, 20th century Earth?
Hello, computer.
It's Dr. Bellows, Delta Berxalon's token evil scientist. GDAD, it's just 3 more...
Let's talk to Dr. Bellows and actually, move on.
Hello, Doctor.
Janitor Wilco? What in blazes are you doing here?
Well, Doc, I got a distress call.
So why are you here?
Because I know it originated here. In fact, it was from Stellar Santiago.
Dun dun dun!
You're out of your mind, Wilco. Now go away and leave me alone. I've got important work to do. Goodbye.
I know something's up here, Doc, and I'm gonna get to the bottom of it. You'll be sorry, pal.
Yes, whatever you say, Wilco. Just get out of my face.
And he leaves in a huff. Or slowly walks away anyway. Which is a good thing, because it allows us to rummage around with his computer, I guess. And to look at all that stuff that we couldn't look at before. Like the high-tech stuff. Ooh.
It's just an old beat-up chip. It appears to be an old 1586 circuit board. Oh, that's right. You're not supposed to be a techie. We hope we didn't confuse you. It appears to be a Callahan Moddy. Seems you remember someone talking about these recently.
I want that Moddy.
You take possession of the Callahan Moddy. It's just boring techie stuff. You've heard of black boxes, haven't you? Well, this one's red.
Actual black boxes are orange,
It's just boring.
Don't need anything else here.
You're hesitant to...
Can I take a look at that
You
memo?
pick up the memo and read through it. Sharpay was concerned that the secondary transplant subject had evaded recruitment, and that steps would need to be taken to either procure the subject forthwith or find a new STS. As usual, you're not really sure what they're talking about, but you're sure you don't like the sound of it.
I have the feeling that this secondary transplant subject might be us. Can we do anything with this computer? Hey, it has a cyberjack plug.
It looks like a cyberjack plug receptor.
If only we had a cyberjack. It's unlike the ones in the on the ship, on the composts. We might actually be able to use this one if we had a cyberjack, but we don't, so it's a bit pointless. Let's take a look in the computer anyway. Accounting. All accounting functions are currently down due to blah 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 blah. Thank you for your patience in this matter. That's actually not all that less descriptive than most real error messages.
These aren't online yet. Apparently budget isn't a big concern here.
Seems like it. Research. All research functions are down until further notice due to insufficient funding. Talk to your local congressperson to complain. I will.
Ah, who wants to look at boring old research records? Try something else.
Ah, looks like it's downloading something off the internet or something. Oh, it's a pop-up.
After a click of the screen button, Plotigy begins to painfully, slowly fill the screen. Oh, screw it! Even you don't have the time or patience for this!
Man, it must be on dial-up here. We don't have a cyberspace jack. And obviously we need one, because remember what Stellar said, that cyberspace might be the only way to get information about Nigel Rancid and Sharpay and all of the other things we need. Find out what's actually going on here. However, we will need a cyberspace jack for that, like I said. Now, where would we be able to get one? Well, I think that might actually be the kind of thing that dear old Fester Blatz might have. We know that he trades moddies, and we just found a moddy. And since we haven't actually done anything at Fester's yet, perhaps we should give that a try.
The door is a...
What?
The door is a microbe-safe biofilter with quasi-redundant filter seals. You'll never get it open by hand.
Oh. So we have to go back to polysorbate 60. Which means we have to go back to the docking bay. Nice music here.
Just walk.
Okay, so we have to go back to to polysorbate, but we'll do that in the next video.